Now, Jamaica is in trouble, and Jamaica is in such serious trouble, it's not even funny. You know, I give God thanks for the fact that I am one of those persons who gets information, credible information, and I pass it along. I don't mind those who ignore my talks and my warnings. It's very important that the well-thinking Jamaicans listen and follow. I don't have time to mislead people. I hate when people are misled. I like clarity, and I'm one of those who like to provide clarity. I don't like misinformation. I used to jump off stuff when me just hear. But no, I have improved my life. My level of maturity has increased significantly as it relates to information being passed to the public. So when I come out with something, you best believe it's coming from somewhere credible. 28 cases of leptospirosis, more than 2 deaths confirmed. I understand that more than 7 persons have already been killed from carbon monoxide poisoning. That's a poisonous gas that pretty much escapes from generators and some other things in enclosed. If it's enclosed, if it's outside, where it's escaping into the air, whatever, that's better. But once it's inside your, let's say you're inside your bedroom or inside your living room or it's inside the house, and you have the generator inside the house, not on the outside, and you're sleeping and inhaling that poisonous gas, carbon monoxide will kill and has taken 7 lives already in Jamaica. This means that people were not properly educated as to how to set up these things and how to use it. The leptospirosis outbreak that we're having is just one of the many diseases that we knew would break out in Western Jamaica. The government of this country was advised long before, and they should have known this. The director of the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM for short, was questioned by Damien Crawford as to what's happening with the water that you people are bringing. How much water you bring to community X or community Y? Can you tell? No, I don't know. So you don't know how much water community X, Y, or Z get yet? No, we don't know. So what about the food? Well, we know so we give over 115,000 people a care package. But the care package that we give them, it can only last a family for 4 days. Okay, so it's been more than 20 days. So what happened to the other 16 days? What happened to the other 16 days? You don't know. You can't tell me whether or not there was a rotation where rotation here would mean every 4 days we visit back the same area. We visit back community X, Y, and Z and give them another 4-day supply and give them another 4-day supply so that we can sustain lives. Yeah? So this is why a lot of people are seeing videos and saying, yo, we're not getting no food. Yo, we're not getting nothing. Because there's no proper accountability of how things are being managed. And it is sad to know that at the end of this month we're going to cut a flipping fat check to give to these people who are supposed to be the leaders that are dealing with the disaster that we have on hand. With the government of Jamaica was told that you need to evacuate the people. If you even Google will tell you that this is one of the first things that you need to do. You need to move the people in when you need to save lives. So when after the disaster of this magnitude, you know the place done, there's nowhere. We need to get these people to a safe environment, and then we need to set up some tents and stuff and have the medical staff come in so that we can tend to persons who would have survived the aftermath of what I believe is one of the most destructive storm that ever passed through the Atlantic or through the Caribbean. Yeah? Now, I'm going to say this. How can you know that there's an outbreak of disease? There's deaths, hundreds of deaths, with people still marooned, and you as the Prime Minister of this country take up your ass and gone down to South Africa for a G20 meeting. You know what the Prime Minister could have done? You delegate. Yeah? So you take up 1 or 2 persons who are not so important right now, and you send them down there to collect the minutes and the data and to give a speech. Write a speech, give them to go down there on behalf of the Prime Minister of Jamaica. The entire world know that you're dealing with a crisis, but you're the captain of the ship. And you're telling me that you have abandoned your ship? Eh? Everybody will tell you, so the captain is the last person to come on for a ship. Yeah, the captain can't left until everybody alright. You can't left. You're not supposed to left. It don't look good. It is wrong. Because Andrew, 7 persons have died from carbon monoxide poison. Yeah? Which means that no pamphlet, no education was put out about the usage of these things. Right? And you're giving generators to people who right now don't have no electricity, no device to connect to find out what's happening on the air. So if one is given out, I am not saying that the persons who have died, they died from the generators that you gave out. But I am saying with the fact that you people have what is called parish disaster coordinators, people that we pay, that the government pay to coordinate things, to organize, to be efficient on the ground, to let us know who is marooned from who is not, who got food from who did not, who need water from who not have no water. It's simple, you know? It's simple. Parish disaster coordinators and the flipping councillor them. You have councillor, you have mayor, you have parish disaster coordinators. So how is it you as the head of the Office of Disaster Preparedness Management, you manage, you're the director, you sat in the flipping parliament and you cannot tell whether or not community X, Y, and Z that you brought food to, if they got a second rotation, a third, a fourth, you don't know nothing, you don't know how much water has been given out in particular in community A, B, or C. So let me tell the persons who don't know what's about to happen. You see, the diseases that are about to break out, including malaria and dengue, that caused from mosquito, because they're pockets of water, they're bodies of water, and these things breed on it. Now with the rats that are down there, the rats are peeing in almost every water because of that them do. As them drink, them piss, and them piss in the water. And because we at the Office of Disaster and Preparedness Management don't know who get clean water from who get dirty water. We don't know. We don't know who get water from who not get. Who get food from who not get. We can't go keep check of how many persons are about to be infected with leptospirosis. Because the truth is, these people are not seeing the government. It's not properly organized. And we were not evacuated to a safe area like the National Stadium or the hotels, so we could have know where going on. Yeah? And that way we wouldn't have had people in the communities I catch water where rat pissing up. I catch water where the rat them pissing up. Yeah? Let me tell you this. A lot more people are about to die. And the government must be charged for genocide by neglect. All the persons must be charged by genocide by neglect. You've neglected the people. You've neglected your responsibility to take the necessary actions that happens immediately after a disaster, which is to evacuate the people and to set up proper medical system. Now, we're not going to put out reports and attack what people should do to prevent leptospirosis, and if they see these signs and symptoms, they must quickly get to a doctor, hospital. Which doctor and which hospital I work down the side there? It's a disaster zone. Which doctor down there I work? How much doctor don't put on the ground? Huh? How much tent on the set of medical tent for people to get looked after? Tetanus, people who are being stuck by rusty nail and zinc and stuff. There are cases of tetanus down there. One of the ladies that I evacuated that is here, she got stuck by a nail. I took her to the doctor. It's videotaped here on my channel to make sure that she's alright. Right now she alright. The other one that was here, she had to go to the doctor too, because apparently the dirty water that she was using down there, it affected her private area, and I got her medical attention. How many more Jamaicans are down there like that you left on the rubble, around dead bodies and dead carcasses, around rats that are breeding up like crazy down there? So in the perfect environment for all these outbreaks, malaria, mosquitoes, all kind of stuff. Let me tell you something. May God have mercy. May God have mercy.